Jonesy
and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Here's my news. This time in 2 weeks, I will be in hospital. I'm having a hip replacement. I had one about 11 years ago, remember?
Yeah.
And I couldn't work out, nor could my doctor, why my hip suddenly got so bad. He said, have you fallen off a horse? Have you been in a car accident? I'd had none of those things. But he said when he opened me up for my hip replacement, he said my hip was like a glacier. The bone had just all shredded. And he said I'd been born with mild hip dysplasia and we didn't know it. So I was that slight generation that fell through the cracks there. So I must have been walking slightly oddly, probably my whole life. My other hip had dysplasia, but no arthritis attached to it. But just in the last 6 months, it started to get really sore, and it started to get more and more sore to the point where I thought, well, probably sometime I imagined in a year I'd need it, but it's got progressively worse. And so Monday week I'm going in to have a hip replacement. And I've got a bit of post-traumatic stress about it because last time I had 2 small children under the age of 10 at home. And the way the surgery is done, it's keyhole. You go in through the front so you don't cut all the major muscles up the side. And the surgeon I went with, you're in hospital for 1 night and you go home the next day. And your rehab is walking. Motion is lotion. But with 2 little kids at home, and I get nauseous with pain medication, so I didn't dope myself up very well. So he said, give me 3 weeks and you'll feel fine. And that's true, but they were a tough couple of weeks. So I'm going to be in hospital for a couple of days. Mm-hmm. And then I'll do the show from home for a week. So I'll only be off for a week. But I remember last time too is that nature of those heavy-duty drugs is I just sobbed for a week. And I wasn't aware that, I only found out afterwards, that medication and anaesthetics and things are a depressant. So and I missed my mum who died and all this sort of stuff. And I'm not normally like that. So it's a tough couple of days, a tough couple of weeks. But I'm looking forward to it being over. It makes you feel so old when you can't walk properly. One of my favourite things in the world is to walk my dog. I can't do any of that. I'm in pain, so I'm taking stuff to sleep and stuff throughout the day, and I don't normally like doing that either. So I know a lot of you listening to this have absolutely been through this yourselves, as have I. And even my physio, who said their job is often to keep people out of surgery and to help them, he said the hips, it's easy, get in, get it done. Yep. So that's what's happening.
And we've been through this before.
You
and I, we've been through this before.
We have.
And I, like last time, will be there for you
I remember
again.
you came over and insisted that I walk to the shop.
The doctor said to me, I had a meeting with him.
You did not. Let's keep this real.
And he said, you got to keep it moving. Just keep it moving.
Let's keep
and I'm
it
like,
real.
in Rocky, in Rocky 3, when Carl Weathers Apollo
I'm having
Creed,
some post-traumatic stress.
Someone trains Rocky. I'm there for you. I'm there for you. I will be there. I'll be at the hospital.
Please don't come to the hospital.
Looking after you.
Please don't come to the hospital.
No, you wouldn't even be at the hospital.
But even the Queen Mother has had a hip replacement.
Yeah.
So I take secure in knowing that
you'd be great.
They do them dime a dozen. I remember someone once trying to tell me what happens in hip replacement. I said, please don't.
You don't want to know.
I know it's pretty much like carpentry.
I've YouTubed
it.
It's terrible.
Oh, don't. Well, don't.
Well, don't look at
don't
it.
tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
It's, you know what? I am going to
be in the surgery.
I'm going to be. Maybe I should be there. Just in case to make sure everything's okay.
Brendan, we're running a radio competition. 10th caller through gets to come on in.
Gets to have a crack at Amanda's hip.
But let this be. Can I just say this? When I first had my other one done, I was how old am I now? 61?
Yep.
I was 50.
Yep.
And the doctor said, you're too young to be in this pain. It used to be they wanted you to wait until you were old enough to only need one, because sometimes you need 2 in your life and that takes a lot of bone. But the new thinking is you're too young to live in pain like that, so do it earlier, and these new ones generally last a lifetime. So if you're in pain, deal with it.
I was beside myself with concern when you went for
Oh,
that
what
surgery.
bull. You went out and got drunk that night with Daryl Braithwaite because you're such
he
a
was worried about
bum
you.
licker.
We were both.
Daryl.
No, we were both worried about you. And he said, how do you think Amanda's going? I said, I can't get onto her.
There was
And he said,
there was
would you
a
like a beer?
farewell party for someone you barely knew. So you went to that and spent all night getting drunk. But I think I'll be all right, Brendan. Don't worry.
Do you want Daryl and I to be there?
I know.
We'll come and serenade you. Don't
Thank
worry.
you.
Give me your hands.
Okay, hold my hand. So I feel a bit anxious about it, but I'm looking forward to coming out the other side of it. So I know a lot of you have been through this, and I appreciate it. So that's happening Monday week. As I said, 9th caller through gets an opportunity to
See Amanda in a gown.